Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our lesson number 5. Lesson number 5 on coding. We have had a very nice time here learning how to code, and we have done lots of things. Today, our main focus, as you can see on the screen that I've shared, we'll be looking at adding sound and text. We'll be looking at adding sound and text. Those who have been here in the lesson, you know that we have created a project. We did go on and create a plan. And after creating a plan, we went on to start coding. Quickly, our ground rules again. Remember, firstly, you have to make sure that you register at Missouri. Make sure you're there. Next week, we should be moving over to Missouri. Make sure you have registered there. Keep your username and password. And this is the platform where we'll be able to see each other's work. And I'll be able to see what you've been doing on Missouri. Okay. And then all our videos are recorded, and we put them on YouTube after the lessons, and you can search for them using the lesson name. For example, our lesson today was adding sound, text, and animation. If you go onto YouTube and then you search for adding sound, text, and animation, you will find our lesson for today. So if there's anything that you miss out, don't hesitate to go there and go through the lesson again. We have 3 platforms where we're using Scratch Junior, the desktop, on the computer, and then you make sure that you download Scratch Junior. Also, you can use your device, and then you get Scratch Junior from your Play Store or from your App Store. Let me quickly look at the outline of what we have done and what we are looking at doing. We have done creating and saving, working on a new project. We have inserted new object, the costume and moving objects. We've worked on colors and background. We've worked on many coding blocks. We have worked on different speeds of movement. Repeat and delay. Remember, we would say the ball will have to delay for 2 seconds. So we have looked at that. And we're going to also look at adding sound. Today, we'll look at adding sound, as we said yesterday. And then loading a program, animation, and broadcasting. Those are mainly the topics that we'll be looking at under Scratch Junior. So I want to quickly jump into our lesson, jump into our coding, so that we can carry on from where we left. I'll share my screen just now. For Scratch Junior. If you still remember, whenever you load Scratch Junior, you get to this first screen. There is the home button there. Our project that we did yesterday, which is called Pack. The project that we did before, which was called Project 1, this was our first one. This is the second one, which we called Pack, and this is where we'll be working on. Remember, if you're starting a new project, you're going to click on plus so that you add a new project. Okay, we are going back to our project that we have, which is called Pack. So if you click there, you'll be able to go into the project Pack. And that's where we Good day once again. Good day once again. Apologies. We lost electricity from this side and I had to reconnect. We are ready to continue with our lesson. We're ready to continue with our lesson on Scratch. Remember, we said we're looking at sound today. We're looking at text, adding text. We're also looking at movement. I'll get back to the home screen so that we all start at the same place. Remember, this is our home screen. And on our home screen, we've got our first project that we did at the beginning. This is the one that we've been working on. This is the one that we are going to carry on working with. We'll carry on working on that. Yesterday's lesson, it will be available for everyone by this afternoon. Apologies for that. It's coming to you very soon, but you can actually get it this afternoon. Let's go into the project that we're doing yesterday. So click on Pack and then the computer opens. Okay, this is where we stopped yesterday. This is where we stopped yesterday, and we are ready to pick it up from here. We are ready to pick it up from here. Make sure that we have loaded. Everyone load and make sure that you're here so that we can. Okay, are we all ready now to begin? Just looking at the screen again, how our screen is set up. Home button, that would take you back to the beginning. The presentation mode, the full screen, and then our images, our background. If we want to add any text, and then the reset, the run button, our pages here. If you want to add a new page, you add it over there. Our coding area right at the bottom here. Our building blocks, here is our first one. The one that has got the run and then the movement one. And then on this other side, we have our characters here, the child, the soccer ball, and the dog. If I can run this program from yesterday before I add anything new today, just to see what it's doing. When I click on run, Mary goes 2 steps, he touches the ball and the ball moves towards the dog. So for now, this is working fine. I will drag my characters back to their position, Mary and also the ball. We are working on the dog today. We're working on the dog. We want to code for the dog. Okay, so when we are coding for the dog, you make sure that you have selected the dog character here, not the soccer, not the child, but make sure that you are on the dog. And then we are ready to code on this side. Okay, there was a question yesterday, someone asked, the dog is facing the wrong direction. We want the dog to face the right direction. We're going to start off by making sure that the dog is facing the proper direction. So whenever we code, we first of all bring the run block. Check. If you click on the block before you drag it, it tells you what it does. If you click on each block, it tells you what it does. So it is good that before you drag it, before you start using it, go click on it and see what it does. The explanation will be given there before you start using it. I'm going to drag the run block down there. So when the program runs, what should the dog do? I need the dog first to turn around and face Mary. I need the dog to turn around and face Mary. So currently the dog is facing the right-hand side. I need it to face the left-hand side. So that is all about movement. So I will have to come down here, look at the building blocks that are dealing with movement. This one deals with movement. This one deals with movement. So I click on it and I get all these. And you can just click on each one of them as I showed you now. Move to the right. And this one, if I click on it, it says move to the left. I need the dog to face the left-hand side. So I will pick this one that says move to the left. Then you can now bring it down here and join it with run. Since they are now joined together now, how many times is this dog moving? It's moving once. Do I need it moving this direction? No. So I have to change my number from 1 step to 0 steps. I just want it to 10. So come click here and then press and choose 0. See, so this will allow our dog to just turn and face the left. Turn and face the left. We can try this and see what happens. I can come and click here to see what happens. Remember again, what did I do? Started off with the run, which I find under this group. And then I went on to movement because I need the dog to turn around and face this other direction. On movement, I need the dog facing the left. So I pick this one that is facing the left. It normally comes with one step, but I don't want it coming with 1 step. I need it coming with no steps. So I have to change now and put a 0 there, not a 1. So I'll drag this one just there is what we have done. I've put it up there so that it turns and does not move an inch. Okay. Now let me try running it quickly. There, the dog has turned. It's facing the proper direction. If I had left it with 1 there, it was going to move maybe to that other position, but I needed it only turning. Are we fine there? The dog has turned. It's now facing Mary. And that's what we wanted. That is the first instruction that we give the dog. But then after the dog has faced Mary, when does the dog start moving? It has to wait for Mary to move. It has to wait for the ball to move before it can do anything. So in other words, we have to have something that tells the dog, wait, wait, wait. And waiting is all about time. We need to time the dog so that it can wait. It can wait. So I'll have to look for where I get time. And I know that I get time from this one, this group. If I click over there, remember the timer that we used yesterday, there it is. I need to bring it down. Why should I have a timer? I need the dog waiting for Mary to move and touch the ball. When the ball has been touched, it should actually move also towards the dog before the dog can start barking, can start moving or jumping. Okay, are we ready for that? Are we ready for that? When we run, the dog will change its direction and face the other side. Okay. So I'm ready to add the weight. I'm ready to add the weight block. Put it there. Now, you now need to work on your numbers. Mary moved 2 steps. The ball moved, I think, about 10 steps. It's up to you now. dog is going to wait. So you can play around with your time there. You can use a little bit of addition, 2 steps for Mary plus the 10 steps for the ball, so that you are able to get to the correct waiting time. When the program runs, the dog turns and faces the left. After it has faced the left, it then has to wait for 10. I'll play around with my time. If I find that it has waited little or it has waited more, then I will come back and change this number. But currently, I will make it wait for 10. What is the dog supposed to do? The dog is supposed to back and jump. Let me quickly share my screen for the story before I come and continue here. Let me quickly share my screen for the story. Okay, the story that we had. Remember, here is the story. The children like taking their dogs for a walk in the park. On this bright sunny day, Mary decides to take a ball as she takes her dog for a walk. Mary kicks the ball. When Mary is kicking the ball, the dog has to wait for the ball to move before it starts barking and jumping. Mary is so excited and tells the dog to jump higher. And you still remember our plan here? I've added a dog, and then I've also positioned the dog. And then Mary moves to kick the ball. We've already coded this, Mary moving to kick the ball. And then the ball moves towards the dog. So as Mary moves towards kicking the ball and the ball moving, the dog is waiting. So that's why I added wait. And then the dog barks and jump. So we're going to record barking, we're going to add jumping, and then Mary has to say something to the dog. That was our plan. This is our plan. So let's go back to the other side so that we see. We are now coding the dog barking and Mary telling the dog to jump higher. Okay, I'm going now back to my Scratch Junior screen, and the Scratch Junior screen, here it is. I've asked the dog to wait for 10 seconds. Now, the next thing that we need to code for the dog, we need to code the dog barking. We need to code the dog barking. And for us to code the dog barking, we have to record. If you check on this group, the one that has got sound, from this group is this one. So if you click on it, look at what it has. It has the pop. This is a sound that is there. It's pre-recorded. It is available as you download Scratch. But then the barking sound is not available. So we have to make a way to put in the sound. And if you check here, this one is a mic. It allows us to record. It allows us to record ourselves. I'm going to record myself barking like a dog. I'm going to record myself barking, and then after recording, it will be available, and then we'll be able to drag it down and add it here. So that's what we're going to do. Again, you come this side, you come onto this one that shows us a speaker or a volume. And after clicking on that, you come this side, you have pop and the record. I want to record. I'm ready now to record. So if you click on this particular block, the record screen comes up. Here is the record screen coming up, and it is ready to record. And if you check here, this is record, this is pause, and this is play. So I'll redo that one again. How do we do it? On record, there is the pop sound, and then there is the mic. Click on the mic. If you click on the mic, this comes up and it's ready for us to record. I'm going to make a barking sound like Mary's dog so that I record it and then I'm going to use it. Are we all ready to record? Okay, we go on to the record button. This one that has got a red dot is the record button. Remember, this one is pause and this one is play. I want to record. So I'm going to record myself and then I'm going to use it. The sound might not be the greatest because at the same time, we are having this lesson that we're recording. And at the same time, I'm trying to record a sound for my project. It might not be great, but if you are offline and if you are not connected, the sound will be very good and you'll be able to hear your backs loud and clear. Let me record. Record. Woof, woof. I've recorded my backing, and immediately after that, after recording, I pressed the stop record so that it can stop. And if I click there, it will be able to add this record onto my screen. Check, if I click on the tick there, there is my record. There is my record. It is the sound that I've recorded for this dog barking. I'm ready now to use it. I'm ready to use the barking sound that I recorded. Now I'm able to drag it down. For those who did not get it one more time, you use the mic. After clicking on the mic, that screen will come up for record. Press on the red button so that it can record you. After you have made the sound that you want to record, press on stop and then click on the tick. It will be put right here. Remember, it had only 2, and I've recorded this one as my back. So I can now drag it down. If you didn't record properly and you want to erase it, click and hold, and X will come up and you're able to delete it and re-record a better sound. But I don't mind. I'll use what I recorded now and I want to hear how it feels. So I'm going to drag it down. Let me not first of all join it. I want to hear it from here. Look, did you hear that? Did you hear that? That is the barking. I recorded myself. I can click on it to test. Did you hear that? I recorded myself. Please make sure that you record yourself also that side. Make a sound, make a barking sound. This dog is a big one. I tried to make a big sound, woof, woof. You heard that. And I've recorded it and I'm ready to actually put it in. I'm ready to add it in there. As I told you that the sound could be a problem because we are working on something already with recording, with a lesson on the go that is using your mic. But your sound should be okay and your sound should come up nicely. Mine did come up nicely. If you are working offline, you might find that your sound becomes better. I'm ready now to join this sound to my coding blocks. So I've joined the sound right there. So let me look at what is happening. When we run the script for the dog, it should change its position and face the left, and then it should wait for 10 seconds. Then it should bark. That's what I've done so far. Okay, I'm ready to try it. Let me try. Remember, when you're trying it here, you are not trying the whole program. You're only testing the one for the dog because this is the coding for the dog. Let me try and run it here. See whether it has already changed direction, but see whether it will wait for 10 seconds and then it will jump. I mean, it will bark. So I can click over there. There we go. but I feel that it is too fast. Maybe my 10 is small. I'll push that number higher. Let me try again, run. Let me take it higher. Let me take it higher. It's a matter of you also testing and seeing. Let me take the waiting time to something like 15 and see. I'll run it again as a block. I think that looks fine for me. That looks fine now. I can now run them as a group. Remember, how do you run them as a complete group? There is the flag, that one, and then you make sure that you run it as a block. Okay, as I said, some people will struggle recording because you are also online, but how do you record? Remember, you come here and you come and click on the mic. The moment you click on the mic, this comes up. When this comes up, if you click on the record button, this is the record button, it will start recording. So when you click here, just make your sound, make your barking sound, then it will record. When you have finished, click on that same button again, and then to apply or to use it, press the what? Press the tick. It will actually put it up for you. Okay. Now I'm ready to, let me run it combined and see how it does before I add the jumping and all the others. So I'm going to click on run here. There is the dog actually barking. When did the dog bark? When the ball actually got to it. So you have to work on your timing. You have to work on your timing to make sure that the dog does not bark immediately when Mary moves, because our story was saying when the Mary kicks the ball, so the ball should move first before the dog starts barking. So it will depend on what you are coding. This is my story. This is the story that I'm coding, that it should only bark when the ball is coming towards it. So that's when it barks. That's why I'm adding the wait times and all that. Okay, I'm ready now to add the jumping, the movement, because my dog is already barking, but I do not, I have not yet added jumping, because when the dog is excited, it barks, it jumps, it does all these nice things, and I want to add that. So jumping is all about movement. I'm going to add a new block here. When we run the program, the dog turns and faces the owner, and then it waits for 15 seconds. And then actually, when we come here, it barks on our recording, and then now we need it to jump. We need it to jump. So I'm going to go into movement, because jumping is part of movement. So I'm going to go into this group for movement. If I click over there, here are the movements. Is this jumping? No, that is moving to the right. How do you see it? When you click and hold, it shows you move to the right. And this one, it's moved to the left. This one, move up, okay? And then this one, move down. We don't want the dog moving up. If we choose moving up, it will just move like that. That's moving up. But we want it to jump. So we're not going to use which one? We're not going to use this one. And if we say move down, it will go down our background. And that's not what we want. We need it jumping. Remember, when you jump, you will go up and then you'll come down. If you check this one looks like this is what we want to do. Let me click on it. It tells me hop. To hop is to jump. Okay, so this is the one that I'm going to take. This is the one that I'm going to take. And then drag it down and make sure that I join it with the others. So this, if I can read my story again here, when we run this program, the dog will change its direction, face the owner. wait for 15 seconds, and then back, because remember we recorded backing there, and then it jumps. That's what we have coded. Okay, I'm ready to try this. Where did we get jumping from? Remember, jumping is found under movement. You move away from the others, you go on to movement. If you go on to movement, we picked this one because this one is only moving up, this one is only moving down. This one that says hop is the one that actually allows it to move, to jump up and down. Okay, so I'm ready to try this. I'm going to click on this one. It's waiting for those 15 bucks. It jumps. Try it again. It turns, wait for 15 seconds. It bucks and it jumps. That's what we have coded. That's what we want the dog to do. One more last time. Turns, wait for 15 seconds, bucks, and then jump. That's what we have coded. On the what? On the dog. We have coded such that the dog, whenever we run, it will face the owner, wait for 15 seconds, back, and then jump. Please, I know that I've been using seconds and seconds, but those are not real seconds. It's just a timing. It's just a timing. But I'll keep on saying seconds. I'll keep on saying seconds. The timing is not really in seconds, but it's just a counting that is used. Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready to run our full program now? I hope we are ready to run our full program. And how do we run our full program? We go there and then we click on run. There we go. It's doing almost everything that we wanted it to do. Mary moves, he kicks the ball moves towards the dog backs, and it jumps. That's basically what we have coded so far. Although we still want to add some more things from our story, Mary has to say something. Mary has to say something. I'll quickly add Mary saying something, and then we'll wrap up the lesson. I'm going to add Mary saying something. When does Mary say jump higher? Is it immediately? Let's go back to Mary. We're done with the dog. Let's go back to Mary. It's the child. When does Mary say jump higher? Is it immediately after the 2 steps? No. What does Mary have to do? What does Mary have to do? Mary has to wait also. He has to wait for about 15 seconds before Mary starts saying what? Jump higher. So Mary has to say something. And if you look, there is a group of humans here. If you go and click on the group of humans, look at what is there. There is a call out. A call out is when someone speaks, someone says something on a text. There is a call out. I need Mary saying something. But before Mary says something, I need Mary waiting. So first of all, go to the waiting one. Take your stopwatch, put it there. There is your 10 seconds wait. I need to push it maybe to, let me push it to 15 seconds wait. And then what else is supposed to happen? Mary now has to have that call out saying jump higher, because Mary is also excited. So go to the humans, go to that group, and then pick this one. You can even click on it and hold. It will tell say. Mary has to say something. So drag that down and go put it there. And then as we did with the number of seconds, the number of waiting time, Mary is simply saying hi there. If we click right there, we'll be able to type in what we want. What did Mary say to the dog? It said jump higher. It did not say hi, so we need to change that from hi to jump higher. Okay, so what do? We go and click there. We go and click there. So if I click right there, see, there are my words that are saying hi. Do I need Mary saying hi? No. What do I need Mary saying? Mary should say jump higher. So I'm going to delete that. I'm going to delete that. Maybe let's add just Mary is laughing. I'll just add that one and say jump higher. Okay, I'm typing in the text. It originally had hi, but I want Mary to sort of laugh and then say jump higher. This is the text that I want. This is the text that I want Mary saying. If you have typed the text, you are ready now to use that text. Let me go through again what I did. We added a timer for Mary so that after moving those 2 steps, he waits for the ball to move towards the dog and is waiting for 15 seconds. After waiting for 15 seconds, what happens? Mary says something because he's seeing that the dog is barking and the dog is jumping. So what does Mary say? Mary laughs and say jump higher. Remember where you get this one from? If you go to this group, you pick on this one that is a call out, add it there. It normally comes with hi, but I've removed that and added what? Laughing with jump higher. Just to demonstrate it again, it comes off like that. And then when you click there, you're able to delete that and type whatever you want over there. Okay, this is how we added the what? The calling, and I mean the message from Mary. I think our program is sort of doing what we need to do. We have coded on Mary, we have coded on the soccer ball, we have coded on the dog, and now we are able to run the program and see whether it does what we're doing. Or maybe we can, first of all, run Mary before running the whole program. Let's just quickly run Mary. There, jump higher. But I think my timing could be too small. Allow me to add that timing to something like 20. Allow me to add that timing to something like 20. It is up to you. You test, you sort of, it's called a test run. You test run, you see how your program is doing. If it is fine and doing what it has to do, then you carry on. If not, then adjust until it is perfect. It is your task, because you are the one who's coding, to make sure that your program is perfect. So do your runs, make sure that it does what it's supposed to do. Let me run the whole program now this time. Okay, I click on the flag there. I found an error there. Mary is starting to speak earlier before the dog barks and the dog jumps. So I need to add some more time, some more waiting time for Mary, so that Mary can actually say those words at the right time. So I'm going to add some more time here on Mary. I put 20, allow me to put 25. This is all what we call a dry run. You are running the program, you are testing it to make sure that it works properly. I'll try run it again. I've changed my timing there to 25. Try running it again. Mary is still saying those words faster, earlier on before the dog jumps and stuff. So I need to work on my time, adjust it so that it meets the requirements. It meets what it's supposed to do. I'll try run it again. A little bit more for Mary. I'll push to 35 and then run it. It's almost there. It's almost there. So, people, this is our program. This is our program. It's almost done and complete and doing what we wanted it to do. Remember our storyline. Mary is at the park with the ball, and then he kicks the ball towards the dog. The dog barks, it jumps, and it's so excited. So this is our program. Go on and refine it. Go on and make sure that it runs as smooth as possible. And if you want to present it to your parents, please make sure that you put it on presentation mode. You still remember presentation mode? It is this one. If I click on it right now before I end the lesson, look at how my screen looks like. And I'm able now to click on run. See, it is on a bigger screen now, and it's ready for presentation. I can present it like that. Able to see. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this lesson and you enjoyed this program. I think we have covered almost everything that we wrote on our storyboard. We could have also added text here right at the top there and saying a walk in the park through this one. But in our next program that we're going to do in the next project, we're going to make sure that we add that. If you want to try it yourself, you can click on this and then type in our story heading, which was a walk in the park, using that. But we are still going to do it in our next lesson. I'll quickly check on the charts. Preview the ball movement code, say. Okay, I'm going to quickly preview the ball movement for you. Ball movement here. When we run the ball, it waits for 2 seconds. Why 2 seconds? We're assuming Mary moves from that point towards the ball. It waits for 2 seconds, and then it actually moves for 10 seconds. That's our ball code. That's our ball code. I'm still attending to the charts, then I'll quickly take questions. Preview code for Mary and the ball, okay? I'll preview Mary's code quickly. Mary is the child, okay? Quickly go on to Mary. Here is Mary's code. I'll explain it. When we run, Mary moves 2 steps, because this is for movement. He moves 2 steps and then waits for 35. Waits for 35. Why was Mary waiting? Because the ball is moving and rolling towards the dog. The dog has to back and jump before Mary laughs and says, jump higher. This is Mary's code. Here is Mary's code. Waits for moves 2 steps, waits for about 35 seconds. I told you that these are not real seconds, and then says a message after that. Why is Mary saying the message? Because you can see the dog barking and jumping. Then Mary is able to say jump higher. Okay, just check one more chart. Mary and the ball, we did that. The ball movement, okay. I think, let me quickly preview all the code. Here is Mary, and then there is the ball movement. Here, when you click on it, it waits for 2 seconds, waiting for Mary to come closer, to come and kick the ball. And then thereafter, it moves 10 steps. This is the ball code. Okay, the dog, we say that the dog has to face the owner, wait for 15 seconds. Why? When Mary is moving and kicking the ball and the ball rolling, and then the dog barks and then it jumps. Okay, I think on the charts, that's all that I have. I'm going to open up just briefly for a few questions. I think everyone is happy, and you can please get this from our YouTube clip. I'm going to entertain just a few questions. Let's start with Bohlale. Bohlale, yes. Bohlale not coming on. Nelia. Governor.
Sir, I'm not using a computer on Scratch Junior. I'm using my phone.
Yes.
And also the mic isn't on my phone. How do you make the mic?
The mic is there by default. The problem is you have connected to our meeting, to our lesson. So it will be difficult for you to record. But when you are offline, when we've finished this lesson and you are working offline, not on a meeting like this, you will be able to use your mic.
No, not here. I'm using it on my phone. I'm going. This is my mom's phone. I don't got Zoom.
Okay, but when you click on record there should be a window that should appear, and then you'll be able to record your barking.
No, actually, I do not have the mic block.
You don't have the mic block?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to find out quickly how you can get your mic on, is it Android, or are you using Android or on iPhone?
I'm not using an iPhone. I'm using Wait, hold on. I don't know what phone I'm using.
Okay, I will check on Android. I will check on Android on the recording, then I'll come back to you.
I'm using an Android phone.
Okay, I'm going to come back to you and tell you how you can work on your mic. Thank you. Can I take someone else? I'll answer your question tomorrow. Nyasha?
One question. How can you change your character?
How can you change your character? Okay, I'll quickly show you how to change your character. I'm going to share my screen quickly. Here is our screen. Remember, where are your characters? Your characters are right here. There is the girl, Mary. There is the soccer ball. There is the dog. If I don't want the girl, I'll hold it down, click and hold it down. You see, I'm ready to delete the existing character. And if I want to add a new one, I will have to click on the plus sign. That's how you add.
Not like
and then remove a character.
No, like change colors.
Change colors. Okay, we're going to work on. Yes, we're going to work on. We're going to work on colors next. That will be our part of our next lesson when we'll be working on the colors.
All right.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
Ibrahim. Ibrahim.
Teacher, is there class 2?
Come again. Who's this one? Boshale. Let's start with Ibrahim. We'll come back to you, Boshale. Ibrahim. Okay. Can we go on to Lebuseng? Lebuseng, you don't have something to say? Okay, I'll go on to Boshale, then I'll come to Nelia. Boshale, do you want to say something?
Yes. Is there a class tomorrow?
Our next class is on Monday. Our next class is on Monday.
Okay, because tomorrow is my birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Enjoy your day. Our next class will be on Monday. Nelia, okay. Could I take that as your last, as the last one? Sir? Nelia, yes.
How can I delete things? Like, how can I delete a file?
How can you delete a file? Okay, I will show you just now. I'll delete one, maybe our first one. I'll show you how to delete a project, right? I'll show you how to delete a project. Okay, I think, let me quickly show you deleting, and then we can call it a day and try to enjoy our weekend. I'm going to share the screen. Share, and then there we go. I'm going to go back to home. I'm going to go back to home. If I go back to home, all my existing projects are here. There are my 2 existing projects. I want to delete this one, the first one, which is project 1. And then what do? I click and hold. The same way as you delete characters, click and hold. And when that X comes up, you click on the X and it will delete that particular project.
Thanks, sir.
Okay, thank you very much for this week. Thank you for being part of this lesson. I will see you on Monday. Please make sure you try this at home. Go show your parents what you can do. And I'll see everyone on Monday. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.